Hi, Nair.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Nair. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How about you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you. Had lunch?
Yes, sir, I did have my lunch.
So I can see in your resume you have a year gap. You are not working. What is the reason behind you are not working?
So, it was COVID during that time. So I was in Bangalore. I was located there. So when that ban was lifted, I came back to my hometown. And after which I couldn't go. And also I had a leg injury on my knee. I had an MCL issue with my knee, so I couldn't run or walk as much as I used to. I was playing football at that time, so while I got injured. Post which, while I was at home, started preparing for my exams, and thus there was a lag. And after which, during which time, I also upgraded myself with the data analytics tools.
Okay,
So that was
your
the delay.
medical issue was there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So can you give your intro details about education, experience, your background, what is your involvement in your data analysis project?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
So as you know, my name is Baby Nair. I have done my master's in manufacturing and automation from College of Engineering, Trivandrum, into 2019. I completed it. Post which, I have my 1 year work experience in Yo's Sports and Entertainment Limited as a data analyst, where I was data analyzing as well as preparing reports and using the tools that such as SQL, Excel, Tableau, and Python. So my work schedule was like, I used to have meetings with my stakeholders as well as my clients, during which I could get the business requirements sorted out. And as I'm well versed in SQL, I used various SQL tools such as um, joins. I used group by. I used SQL views as well. I used subqueries, and I'm also well versed in Excel. So in Excel, I'm good with conditional formatting, data validation, pivot table, creating a dashboard. I also am good in working with visualization tools such as Tableau, where I get to make dashboards and send to the clients. And I am I have good knowledge about data governance and data management modeling. Also, I am well versed with Python, where I work with libraries such as NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Apart from that, I like to read newspapers and gather information as far as possible regarding the daily current affairs, and also have a habit of reading novels. So that's about it.
Great. Okay, nice. Impressed. So, why data management and why, you know, in the digital world, every organization, the building data management, and what are the advantage and what is the approach when somebody want to build? Can you bit elaborate, please?
So the need of data management comes from the need as to how you are going to manage such loads and loads of data that is coming across to the business owner. So, as far as a business owner is concerned, to enrich the profits and increase the revenue of the company, it's important that the business should be customer driven. As a part of that is what this data management comes in place, where the business gets to know what the customer requires and what it wants, and accordingly, they need to what they do is that they filter out the data, and from which they try to infer as to what is the needs, and upon that inference or the insights is what they place the business the
Mm-hmm.
what do you call the marketing is being done. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So in the data management, if you see, what are
Yes, sir.
other things required when you're building a team or building a data management platform, any modern organization? What are the other things is required, other profile to be added in data management?
So first of all, it would need a place to store the data. It would need a data warehouse or a data lake, whichever is as how big the company is. It depends how big the numbers are. So accordingly, a storing facility is required, and after which we the what sort of data has to be filtered out. So for which uh, a good conditioning is required. I mean, a good sort of filtering is required to provide a good quality of data so that a responsible insight can be formed out of it. And for which what I used to do is I used to most of the time extract the data in Excel, and from after which I used to transform the data in SQL, write queries about it, and after which the I work on the visualization so I could convince my business owners as well as the clients. And after the entire process is completed, in order to make it more feasible to them, I used to deploy visualization done.
Okay, so you are mentioned that you are a part of data governance knowledge. You have data quality. How data governance and data management, data quality is helping in today digital world. And when you're talking about the Europe countries, talking about Asia, talking about India, can you bit elaborate on that?
So data governance is basically, as you know, would know, it's a set of policies that each company has to take upon, or a set based of criteria. So with this, what it tries to achieve is that no leakage in the form of data is happening. And the influence of European Union to data governance is that most of the time, if there is any sort of data leakages, earlier it used to go unnoticed, but after the European Union has taken a firm stance and have laid penalties as much as to 4% of the total revenue of the company, since that time, the data governance has got its hold. And so, in that sense, data governance is pretty much important because no client or no customer would like his or her data to be leaked out in public, be it health regarding issues or anything. So, in that sense, data governance is pretty much important. And as far as data quality is concerned, um, data quality is something like removing the duplicates from as basic as removing the duplicates from a table, or removing the null values, or in case of a data where some of the values is empty, as you could even fill with the mean of the total values. So in such a way, what we do is that we make data much more, we enrich the data much more so as to get a valid and reasonable enough output.
Tell me, any companies, if you're talking about nowadays, everybody is collecting, managing, storing the data, applying data quality, data governance, data migration, data reporting. There's a number of things in data. Tell me, any company, if you're not following the data, they're not following the data culture, is that going to impact in current trending?
Yes, it does impact in current
How it will be
trending.
impact?
So, government has laid certain rules and regulations. As far as I recollect, I think one of those criteria is like HIPAA criteria that's been forced in EU. So, if a company is multinational and if it is performing in EU, and if it doesn't follow these guidelines, as I mentioned above, a penalties will be driven out of these companies, which is huge.
Okay. So, you know anything about GDPR, data protection rule in Europe?
Uh, I have heard about it, sir, but as of now, I am unable to collect the factual numbers or about it. I have a vague idea about it, sir.
Okay, consider one company is going to one startup company or mid-size company, they want to build a data environment, and they never ever build any data platform. There is no data management person or data analysis person or data science person. So now they are hiring first time. What is your approach? How and when, to whom? Can you give the roadmap from starting to the delivery of your data?
So if I am to do it, I would first go through a lawmaker and read out the policies that the EU has provided for, and according to the policies, change my company's policies so that when the data is being provided, you give enough security to it. As such, there is no loop, for which I could have even used as basic as an SQL view for that, which provides a column as well as row level security for it. So in that way, I could protect my data. And furthermore, while collection of data has to be accurate enough. So I would even go for data validation. Uh, so basically, and I would lay out pointers in my team and as well as across the other departments of HR and marketing team, as to how the policies has to be implemented, for which I will call for a meeting amongst the entire team members, and a discussion will be made, and the the pointers that has been taken out of the meeting will be implemented all over the company.
Which domain you are working?
So currently, I'm working as a data analyst in in my past job profile. I was working as a data analyst. I was in
Which
the
domain?
managerial side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like which domain? Your organization has which domain you're working? Like a,
So it is working in the sports industry actually.
okay,
So yeah.
okay. When I'm telling data citizen, what do you mean data citizen? What sort of understanding?
So I I have heard about that, but I can't recall at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And what about your data consumer? What is the difference between data citizen and data consumer?
Data consumer could be uh, the client, while data citizen, I think it is the customer itself.
Okay.
Pardon me if,
Yeah, it makes sort of fine. Okay. So you mentioned that you are strong into data visualization, correct?
yes, sir.
In data visualization, can you tell me what are the list of data visualization graph and chart you use till date in a real scenario?
So in Excel, have used bar graph, pie chart, and even the line graph. But there are other 17 options in Excel. But as far as Tableau has more options, it has 24 charts to provide for. So in that, I have used geographical mapping. I have used column bar. Um, I have used spliced column, actually, a column within a column, which shows two I mean dual axis type chart. And yeah, I've used KPIs as well, so which I include in my dashboard for the vague understanding or direct understanding of the dashboard. Yes, that much I've done, sir.
Okay. What is KPI and what are the maximum number of KPI you built till date?
So KPI is key performance indicator. So maximum amount you need to what I have built or what is there. As personal project that I have built, or
Yeah, like, yeah,
I have built at most as 10 to 15 KPIs, sir.
10 to 15 KPI. While building a KPI, what are the sort of challenges you faced and how overcome?
The challenges is first it's identifying the KPI itself, whether it is required or not is the main calling, for which I consult with my business owners and the stakeholders as to what is their requirement. To analyze the requirement itself is a big pointer. So I usually have meetings. I try to understand them and get a clarity as to what is the requirement. For example, if we are talking about analysis of an petrol and oil industry, the main KPI would be the total consumption that has happened over the past year, whether the war is inflicting or not, how much the number of barrels, what is the how much it has increased or decreased. So that would come as a KPI for such a oil industry example. But on others, but as far as the fluctuating thing of the prices, I would go for the graph itself. For example, other example would be the revenue, the total revenue collected in a year, the profits that has happened year on year, the sales that has gone quarter on quarter. So this would be some of the KPIs.
Okay. How will define insight?
Insight, I would say that from the data, when we have cleaned it up and from the data, what the meaning that we infer it, that is what the insight is. And this insight is something that we provided to the business owners for their implementation in the company.
Okay. Tell me, what sort of analysis you done in your career, and can you give with examples?
Sure, sir. So in my last job, I worked as a center manager. So apart from that, there are other departments such as HR. There's coaching department. There is a marketing department. So what happens is a requirement from center to center basis comes to me, and even the venues that has come under me. So what happens is that whenever there is an expansion or even on the basis of monthly basis, how much revenue has been generated in that particular venue, what is the list of equipments that is still available and that has to be replaced for, and what is the growth that is being seen in the venue, and is the venue good enough to be what do you call break even point for that particular month, because the target has already been fetched up. So at least, if not the target, at least how much it has gone above or below the previous month. That is also been taken into consideration. And as for the expansion part, if the revenue is great enough, we go for how much could be the future quarters target, and accordingly allocate the funds and try to maximize the commitments from other venues to this particular expansion, so that the overall revenue as well as the assets acquired keeps on increasing year on year.
Nice. How much will rate yourself in SQL out of 10?
Sir, I would rate myself as 8, sir, because I believe every time there is something you need to learn about.
How much similarly will rate yourself in Tableau?
So I will rate myself as a 9.
What about Excel?
Excel of 9, sir.
Okay. Do you have any experience on like hands-on Salesforce or any CRM tool?
No, sir. I don't have.
Understanding of any CRM tool?
Yeah, I do have an understanding. I have a basic understanding of Salesforce.
Okay. How much will you rate yourself in Python?
So I would rate myself in Python as 8 itself, sir. Though I have done some basic queries in Python, I have used the libraries such as Pandas and NumPy, but I think there is much more to learn into it. And also, I have used some of the machine learning applications as well in my company projects as well, whereby I try mostly it is either linear regression or polynomial regression that has. So in those, I try to forecast where the performance of the venue or the zone is going to be what.
See, in a resume, you have done 2 certifications, data analytics.
Yes, sir.
Why 2? Already, when you have done certification 1 organization, why again you joined Data Gyan certification?
First of all, here the difference is that when there is crowd, you don't get your doubts cleared much faster. And what the problem is that when the doubt just keeps on accumulating, you tend to lose focus about it. And as such, I lost my focus while I was preparing the first time in other venue. While in Data Gyan, when I joined, I got to clear my doubts, and the explanation was much more feasible to me and much more understandable with the real life examples. So it was necessary for me to undergo such a tenure in this second
Okay, so
organization.
first one you skipped, again you continue with that second
Yes,
one,
sir.
Data Gyan one.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Yeah, this looks perfect with my, I think, my requirement. So, my few question I want to ask, why you are looking change?
So change is personal, sir. I would like to move towards financial, meet my financial goals that I've set forth back in 2019. So it's like it's progress itself. While I was in this current job, there is that the scope is not much, like the growth is not there in this current sector that I'm working. And as a data analyst, I do love my job over here. But other than that, monetarily, I'm looking for growth over here in the new company.
What is your strength?
My strength is my extrovertness. Early, I wasn't so much extrovert. I used to sit quietly in a class and just listen. And what this sports venture has done to me is that it made me open. It when meetings used to take place, everyone has to present something or something, and I had to talk to customers, I had to talk to clients, I had to talk to stakeholders, even the business owners, and that somewhat changed in me, and I started much more interacting, much more playing with the other team members, and that made me much more extrovert. So I would say my weakness is turned into my strength right now.
Great. I think I am done. Any question? Any question from my?
So if at all you shortlist me, when would I be looking a call from you, sir?
We are looking, taking couple of a candidate. Once your profile is shortlisted, HR will get back for the further round or client round directly.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Babi. All the
Nice
best
to meet you,
for
too,
your
sir.
future career.